Hi guys, welcome back to Living Our American Dream. My name is Mike. Last week I was behind the camera, but this week I get to do the introduction. In this week's video, my dad's going to show you some tips on how to sharpen your chainsaw chain. Hope you like it.
Alright guys, we're in the backyard. We've got this oak tree that we cut down the other day. I'm going to try to split it up, get it stacked up here. I wanted to show you guys this new axe that I bought the other day. I actually went to Menards. Menards is a store here in Michigan, home improvement store. It's the Fisker's splitting axe, and I gotta tell you, I've always used a regular 8-pound splitting maul to do my hand splitting, and I thought that that was just the ticket. And somebody at work actually turned me on to one of these, and I had to try it out. They're about $55 to go buy one, and I got it home and tried it out, and I gotta tell you, this thing's the cat's meow. I'm going to split a little bit right here for you, and you can take it and form your own opinion, I guess. So got some logs set up here. Let's check it out. So there you have it. This thing's several pounds less than a regular splitting maul, and a lot easier to swing around, a lot easier to get your work done. So we're gonna get this stacked up, get another round set up. We'll see you later. All right guys, to wrap up this week's video, I want to do a little bit of sharpening on the chainsaw. And we cut the oak tree down, and each tank of gas I always like to go through and sharpen the chain. And there's a couple of tips that I would like to go through with you guys. I never used to be very good at sharpening chainsaws, and I'm by no means the best now, but I've learned a lot in the last few years, and there's a few tools that you can use and tips that you can use that'll actually make it pretty easy. Okay, I've laid out some of the tools that you're going to need to do this job. The first important thing that you need is you need the right size file. When I first started sharpening chainsaws, I didn't use any guide tool, and I didn't use the right size file, to be quite honest, and that really messes up the chain pretty big time, the teeth. So make sure you look at your chainsaw, what manufacturer you have, what size chain, what the pitch is, and make sure you get the right size round file for your teeth. The next tool that I find really handy, and you can get these at any of the chainsaw hardwares, is a little guide. And it's got, if you can see on here, it's got the lines to tell you what the angle to sharpen your teeth at. And also when you clamp your file in here, it corrects the depth of the file to the correct depth, so that when you sharpen, you're not sharpening too deep into the tooth and you're not sharpening too far back. It actually does it all for you. All you have to do is hold it on there. The next tool is another multi-tool. But this tool is actually used, come on in here Mike, this tool is used to look at the depth of the rakes. So the rakers in the front of the teeth, you want to make sure that those are down far enough, otherwise you won't take a big enough bite. So you lay this thing across there, and you take a good sharp file, and you can file across here. Now most normal cutting, unless you do a ton of sharpening on a tooth, those will wear down on their own. You very rarely need to do that. But if you do take a lot of material off your teeth, you'll need to bring the rakes down as well, so that you're getting a good grip. Back to our tools over here. Last couple of things that I like to have is a brass bristled brush. That's to clean the chips of the material out of your files. And I use in the shop a nice vise here to hold my saw. It's good. If you're out in the field, you can get these hammered down into a stump type of situation. Lay the saw here, put the bar of the saw through here and tighten this down, and that'll actually do the same thing. Okay, so you want to find on your saw where the chain comes together. Some saws will have a colored link. On this particular saw, it has two teeth that are in the same direction. So I take a marker and I mark that tooth just so I can remember where I started at. And I've got my round file mounted in my tool already here. Come on in here close, Mike. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start in one direction. Let's take this tooth right here, first one in front of my colored, and I would line this up inside the tooth with the round part of the file in the cutting tooth on the front end. I would line my 30-degree mark up because that's what this tooth calls for on the package. I would line the 30-degree mark up parallel with the bar and keep this flat, and I would just run it straight across here, just like that. You want to come out of the tooth like this so you don't drag on it. Go right back in. Typically for me, if I haven't hit anything, I'll go 2 to 3 strokes per tooth, just like that. Come out, move to the next one. You're going every other tooth, okay? So you would go all the way around until you see your colored mark come back through. Here's our colored mark, so I would come here, here, stop here. Then I would simply, in the shop, it's real easy. If you got a vise that spins, you'll turn the vise around and you'll go the other way. So this time I haven't touched my colored teeth yet, so I'll start on the front colored tooth. I'll line this up this way. You want to keep this flat in this direction and also flat in this direction, and simply lay it in there. My 30-degree mark is parallel with the bar. I would run that through just like this, a couple of strokes per tooth, and I would just simply move forward and go all the way through. Just like that. You're going to end up with the chips kind of falling around here, and you'll know that your file is sharp. Once you're through, there shouldn't be any nicks anywhere on your teeth of your chain, and every one should be real sharp. So this is why I wear gloves to do this job, in case you slip off for some reason, you want to nick something, you don't want to cut up your knuckles or fingers or any of that stuff. Safety is always a priority. So we have a lot of segments in this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week we're either going to be burning some brush piles or maybe collecting some more firewood. Maybe doing some ice skating on the pond out here. I cleared a spot out there. The weather's going to break here in Michigan. Wind chills have been terrible. Kids had school off actually the other day. Hopefully the weather breaks where we can get the kids out, do some ice skating, maybe play some hockey, maybe some sledding. So we'll plan on posting another video next week. If you like the videos that we're posting, this is only our second video, but keep subscribing, click subscribe, and liking the videos. We'll try to stay in the comments with you. We'll see you next time.